Hello everyone, welcome to the Ahdurin region. I'm your host Ahdurin himself. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon X already in progress. The team has changed, our setup has changed, and ideally we are now approaching a good situation here. Here's our team level-wise. You can see the team down below. We had to spend the last episode doing a little bit of training. As you can see, we got a new member, or a new evolution. And so now it's time to actually try this again. We've got one battle in, then immediately panics. So now let's see if we can do this properly. Did I even do the intro properly? Welcome to the Ahdurin region. I'm your host, Ahdurin himself. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon X already in progress. I think I said something like that. So we battled you, which I realized afterwards is a, I don't know if I said it correctly previously, but it's a Furisode girl, if I'm right. Nevertheless, let's go left. And that's probably going to send us to the right. Yep. Cool. Now, since everybody here is a fairy type, I do not want you in the front. We're going to switch you for Doublade for now. I have given Doublade the Eviolite, which maybe is helpful. It's good defensively, at least. I think that's set there. I believe is it doubling our defenses and all that? So we have a 296 defense and then, what would that be, 92 special defense, which is good. That's good. It's good enough, okay. The problem is we don't really have attacks for anyone, so we're going to have to try to figure out what to do from there. Hello. I looked up to Valerie so much that I came here to learn from her. Alright, if this battle doesn't go well, then we got an issue. You're challenged by Furisode girl... Linnea? Aromatisse. Okay, I know how to say that. And here comes our Swords of Justice. Level 40. See, yeah, we're approaching that point. And I am going to Swords Dance you. In Swords Dance, we are faster. That's new. Moonblast should do nothing. Oh, my animations are off. I need to remember to switch that back on. I switched them off as I was training in the last episode. Shadow Sneak here does about a half. Okay. I think we'll get this. And Moonblast here. Oh, well, that crit. Okay, of course. Never when we want it, always when we don't. Who wants the levels? And who is fast enough? We'll give it to Pangoro, because I think you can... Yeah, I think you're faster. I'm banking on you being faster here. So we'll go for a Body Slam. And that should do it. Yep, okay. Nothing too wild about all this. Nonchalant. Get some points, get yourself some level. And I want to just take a look. Not too bad. Everyone else, and that is the win. Wow, Lady Valerie, I need your help. Okay, great. Sure. I still have a lot to learn about both fashion and Pokemon battles if I want to be amazing like Lady Valerie. Sure. We need to heal up because, A, I do want to see if I can get Doublade either to... That's the wrong direction. Well, this tells me where we are here, at least. But I do want to get Doublade up to either getting a Steel-type move, which would be great, or at least, or Evolution, whichever one comes first. Because I assume both will be helpful. But let's go heal. Alrighty, we have returned. So I'm going to go through... My goal is to battle everybody here. So we battled 2 people. I believe I counted there were 7. So we battled you. And now we want to go... I'm going to go left up. We're going to try to follow that corner as much as we can, which leads us here to the facilities where no one's here. Okay, so there's 6 people, unless you're hiding in here. It's a bathtub with ornate legs. I mean, cool, I guess. See in the mirror or something? I mean, this is very fancy. It's a sink and mirror set that has been polished to perfection. Alright, let's go to this one here. And that brings us back here. There's also no one in this. Okay, so we're down to 5, I think. Can I sit down here? It's a sewing machine that can be operated using a foot pedal. This is like Valerie's workspace. Interesting. They got cool colors and everything like that. I've already forgotten. I think this one leads to the one portal we've already been to, right? Yes, okay. So that leads us here and here, which means we can go down, because we know where the bottom right goes. And that leads us back here. Okay. So we found the loop. Right? So we know what both of these go to. We know what all three of these go to. Because that one leads to the room down there. This one goes over here. We went up, and that eventually led us to the loop. So let's go down. And there we go. Now we're in a new spot. In the kitchen. Or the dining room. Let's do the battle. Don't we just look like a bunch of dolls in a dollhouse? I mean, that is very much the vibe I'm getting here. You're challenged by Photo Soda Girl Blossom. It's dawned on me, this might be one of the few trainer class names where everybody looks different. It's not normally the case here. Klefki. Oh, man. Cool Pokemon. I like the jingling keys, personally. Primarily because of the typing here. Steel Fairy. At least I'm pretty sure it's Steel Fairy. Which is a problem. Foul Play is not good. That does some damage. I'm going to Sword Dance here. I also have forgotten to put the animations on again. I'm going to Shadow Sneak, and hopefully we can do some sizable damage here. That's not enough. That was a crit? Was that a crit? That was not a crit. That was just... You felt like doing more damage. Alright. Down you go. Double get some points. And... Granbull's coming out next. I don't really have much for you, so I'm going to keep you in. Is Granbull Pure Fairy or is it Normal Fairy? I can't remember. Alright, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have you here, and then I'm gonna switch out to Talonflame. Alright, and now that we have you... Oh, you're gonna roar? Well, that's fun. Sure, I guess we're switching out into Heliolisk. Fine by me. Parabolic Charge. Does decent damage there. We're gonna roar again. I would think you would have, like, something dangerous here. I'm gonna take a risk on the Shadow Sneak. I'm gonna see if you are a normal type. You are not. Okay, you're Pure Fairy. And that's gonna knock me out. No, it's not. We stay up with 1 health. That's great. I feel like you don't like this. So I'm gonna switch into Floette. I don't know why I'm switching into Floette, but we're switching into Floette. And you're gonna lick the Floette. How dare. Oh, and Paralysis. That's not fun. Let's go for the Blizzard. And almost enough there. Roar, as long as it doesn't go into our swords. Alright, sweet. You have not used a Fairy-type move as of yet. So that's cool here. No, why did I do that? That was very dumb. That was very, very dumb. Thank you for using Lick. Oh, and you're paralyzed. Yeah, no, I want to go for Ancient Power, I guess. Sitting out here thinking Granbull's still a normal type, despite repeatedly telling myself that it's not. Alright, Tyrantrum at 40. Very nice. Look at those stats, man. Very good. Especially on the offensive side. Not physical side. Heliolisk at 40. Talonflame, Floette. Floette's at 39. And you're going to send in Curlia. Who can I switch in for Curlia? So you're not very strong. One good hit ought to do it. So I'm going to go into Heliolisk. Alright, and then I think literally just a good Parabolic Charge ought to do it, because Curlia's not got great stats. Yeah, one more of these, and we should have it in the bag. Heals you up a little bit as well, and Curlia's down, and that's a win for us. Blossom has been defeated. You're no doll, you're a true Pokemon trainer. Yes, I am. What else you got to say? Unlike dolls, Pokemon are living, breathing creatures, and they can get angry at times. That's part of what makes them so cute. That's true. True, sure. Let's do this. First things first, before I forget, I am going to switch these back on. And we'll leave the rest there. And then I'm going to heal, and then we'll explore a little bit. Alright, now that we have to do this, where do we go from here? We came from this side, right? So, have we gone through this one? We have not. This is something new. Though no one is here. You can sit down and look at the stylish. A vanity mirror is attached to the dresser. Very nice there. How about over here? Okay, that leads us back to this area here, where I think This would lead us to one of the rooms we've already been to. Yes, it does. Okay. So, I think we are good from that aspect. We have gone and looped around ourselves there. Alright, so now that we've gone here, I think we came from the top, so we will go here. And that leads us to the final training room. Is this a computer? Can I just see what's on the computer? Oh, it's a rather ornate bird bureau. Darn. Take a nap. It's a massive bed complete with a canopy. Okay, I guess not. It looks like that is the avenue we have to go to find Valerie. So, let's go ahead and do it. Did you know that a certain type of move has no effect against your beloved fairy-type Pokemon? I have just recently reminded myself it is the Dragon-type. Unless unless you're going to come out here with Dragon-type Pokemon. Catherine is going to bring out Slurpup. The pastry themselves. Let's see. I'm going to try it. I'm going to see what happens. Energy Ball. This is the moment of truth. I want to see. This should. Yes, this is the type of defense we're looking for. Special defense drop is not great. I already don't have great special defenses to begin with, but that's what I'm looking for. Boost an attack, and then we will Shadow Sneak. It should do. I'm looking for half. That is exactly half. The Draining Kiss is not helpful. See, the problem I think with the double line is that its big reason for existing in our team is to beat fairy types, and yet it also cannot handle fairy type moves. Especially because all the fairy type moves feel like they're all special. So, not great from that avenue, but good enough. We got the win. Slurpuff is down. And now, almost at 42. Talonflame's at 42. And Catherine has been defeated. There's some types of moves that are very strong against fairy types, though. I don't have any of them. I wish I did. That would be helpful. What type of move has no effect against fairy-type Pokemon? I think you know the answer. Yep. And here we are. There is Valerie. I am just going to... I don't know Valerie, because when I tried to do this with Clement, he immediately started battling me, so I am going to go the long way back, but I will heal, and then you will see me try to face off against Valerie. Alright everyone, we are here, we are healed, and I think we are ready. Now, I am curious... Okay, you won't send me to the front, presumably because Valerie hasn't been beaten yet. So speaking of, I think we're ready. Let's do this. Nice little curtsy there.
Oh, if it isn't a young trainer. So you've flown all the way through my gym, fluttering down to me on a fortuitous wind. Then I suppose you have earned yourself the right to a battle, as a reward for your efforts. I am Valerie, who leads this fairy-type gym. I hope your visit will prove entertaining to you. The elusive fairy types may appear frail as a breeze and delicate as a bloom, but they are strong. Let's fight.
I cannot remember. I think I've heard Valerie's voice in the anime exactly once, and that was 12 years ago or something. So, as a result, no idea. Here's the Valerie fight. Please start out with somebody good. Drat, it's somebody terrible. Mawile, that's great. Love to hear it. Love to see it. That's great. Well, you know, we love hating ourselves here. Now, you're not Mega Mawile, unless you do become a Mega, in which case we're in even more trouble. But for now, you're just a Steel Fairy type. Which means what exactly? I need Ground, Fire, Poison's negated. What's the other one? Steel is negated. Yeah, okay, great. So, my game plan here is to switch out into Talonflame and hope that you don't destroy everything I stand for. Yes, that's what I want. Alright, Talonflame, show me what you got here. Iron Defense. I don't like that, but I'm okay with that. Let's go Flame Charge here. We'll pick up our speed in the process, though I don't think we'll need it. Alright, not bad, not bad. Boost in speed, and you're gonna go Crunch. Alright, this is what I figured. Not bad though, we take those. We can take those. We got Crunch and Iron Defense on you. Just gonna keep spamming Flame Charges while we wait. And another Crunch. Again, we can handle, I think, 3 of these. Flame Body's burned. Beautiful. That's my bird. It's going to lower your attack a little bit more. That's going to do a bit more chip damage. And this should mean if we don't knock you out with this flame charge, the burn afterwards will. Boom. There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad. We love to see this. Mawile is down. It didn't turn into a Mega Mawile. I love that. Doubly get some points. You're 42, which is great. Everyone gets some points there as well. Mr. Mime. You know, Mr. Mime, I have some swords for you. Because you, my friend, are weak to the ghost type. I happen to be a ghost type. Now, I feel fairly confident you're going to try to set up screens at some point, so we will sword stance here as you set up your light screen. I don't know if you're going to actually try to attack me, so I might just try setting up. There's the reflect. That's fine by me. I will let you set up your screens here as I set up my swords of justice. Do I want to try one more? I think we might as well. I don't know what you can do to hurt me, so you're going to Psychic. This will resist. And it does nothing even with our poor special defense. So, we've got this now. We're set up now. I really need to hope that the last Pokemon you have doesn't one-shot my doublet. Here's the Shadow Sneak. Down goes Mr. Mime. Beautiful. Please be weak to one of the typings I've got. I've got a wide variety on me right here. Alright, so Pangora's at 39. Love to see that. Sending out Sylveon. Oh my gosh, what might be my favorite evolution? It varies so much all the time. Because they're very cool. Shocker. A bold take, the evolutions are cool. Alright, well, that's fun. Yeah, I need you to not be a jerk. That would be nice. Let's go Shadow Sneak, because I think that's our best bet. You're also the same level as I am, which I don't know if is a good thing or not. Boom. Critical hit may or may not have mattered, but that is wonderful. Down goes Sylveon, no big threat because we can set up on the Mr. Mime, and that is going to be the dagger. We have defeated Valerie.
I hope the sun is shining tomorrow. That would be reason enough to smile.
Well, Valerie, I hate to point this out, but right now, today at least for me, when I'm recording this, not a very sunshiny day. Thank you for the money, though.
Yes, that was a fine battle. I shall reward you for this great victory. This is the fairy badge. It is yours now.
Oh, snap.
Its beauty is captivating, is it not? Do forgive me. I was so captivated, I forgot for a moment that it is yours.
Valerie, you've got to have like 1,000 of these in the background. Why are you so captivated by this one? Anyway, boom. We've got the fairy badge. And I'm clicking every button except the one I actually need to click to get rid of this. Wait. Kablam. I actually don't know if that made much of a difference, but you guys can probably tell. We've received the fairy badge.
This captivating fairy badge will endear any Pokemon up to level 80 to you. Yes, even those Pokemon that you may receive from others will obey you. I also wish to award you this TM. Please consider it a personal gift from me, not simply the winnings of a battle.
Dazzling Gleam is such a good move. Very, very good move. I don't use TMs in especially first time playthroughs though.
Oh? My, what a curious feeling. I can't seem to recall any longer which move is contained in the TM. I hope you might forgive me.
Is it because it's a Dazzling Gleam?
My designs are said to be rather mystifying. Do you agree with that? I've always wanted to be a Pokemon, you see. That desire is my inspiration and what I try to achieve by designing.
I do remember that.
And yet, the only time I feel I am truly one with Pokemon is when we are embroiled in desperate battle. I wonder why that is. Could it be... Never mind. It is nothing, kind trainer.
Alright, so Valerie's going through some philosophical debates here. And this is gonna be the same thing. Okay, so I believe we can go jump back here. And we can. Alrighty. Hello, sir. You found the gym leader and beat her. No small feat. Super sweet. We put your name on these mysterious statues. Give them a poke. They're surprisingly soft, right? Well, let's give it a poke. From the front, preferably. The Fair City Pokemon Gym. Gym leader Valerie. Certified trainers. Ahdurin on that list. Let's go. Speaking of go, let's go. Oh gosh, it's raining. Hi, Plus. What's up? Oh, hey, it's Peoples.
Yeah, it's a fairy badge. It's so cute and sparkly. You know what? We're gonna go tour the Pokeball factory. Come with us. I'm interested in Pokeballs because they're used to catch Pokemon. To put it another way, I'm utterly fascinated by them.
Oh, there we go. So it always raining? Well, I guess that's where we'll end this episode here. In the next episode, we'll go explore the Pokeball factory and maybe buy an umbrella in the process. So that's going to wrap this up here. Thank you everyone for listening, watching, and supporting in any way, shape, or form that you do. And until next time, take care.